players and that. They were comparing Salah to Henry based on numbers and that. Come on, bro. Like, just watch the game.
Yeah, that's disrespectful. That's disrespectful.
Bro, it's ludicrous, bro. That's what it is. Do you know what I mean? It's ludicrous.
I do Henry and prop wherever I go. Do you know what I mean? That's Henry. You gotta have some respect. That's Henry.
Bro, I'm gonna be real, yeah. Like, there's only a handful of strikers that you can compare to Thierry Henry. There's a handful. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, Suarez, I'll allow. Benzema, I'll allow. R9, I'll allow. Anything other than that is slander, bro. Even Aguero to a certain extent, yeah, I'll allow. Do you know what I mean? But that's it. That's like 4 man. I'm not allowing anything else. I'm not allowing it. Do you know what I mean? Lewandowski, I'm not allowing. I'm not allowing Lewandowski because Lewandowski's a finisher, bro. Like, he can't carry the ball like Henry.
Nah, yeah.
Like, the thing's different.
If you watched Henry, you know Lewandowski's nothing like Henry. Nothing.
Yeah. That's what I said. Nothing like him. You have to compare Lewandowski
the more I think
to
about
players
it,
like Alan Shearer and
nothing.
other strikers like that. Do you know what I'm saying? You have to compare them to players like that.
Kane's a great footballer, but he ain't carrying the ball from halfway line to the last line.
No, Harry Kane, you gotta compare him to strikers like the Van Persies and that, the man in the box and that. Yeah, listen, bruv. Thierry Henry's thing again. If Harry Kane picks up the ball on the halfway line, you're scared that he might pick a good pass. If Henry picks up the ball on the halfway line, you're scared he might just run from there and score by himself. Like, it's not the same kind of danger.
Maybe Rooney, Rooney when he was younger, he was
but even Rooney, he didn't have the technical level,
not the skill
of a Suarez or an Henry or an Aguero. He didn't have the technical ball manipulation level, like he didn't. But what he did have was he had great vision, great explosiveness, and fearlessness to pick up the ball in areas that he shouldn't. Do you know what I mean? Like, Rooney would pick up the ball at left back and decide that he's going to try and take it on his own. Like, Rooney was brave, innit? He was fearless, but his technical level was not at the level of the Suarez's, the Agueros, and that. He can't dribble like that. Like, he just can't. Do you know what I mean? And there's nothing wrong with it. He could strike a ball beautifully, but he couldn't manipulate the ball on the move the way these players do. There's levels, and there's no shame in that. Do you know what I mean? There's absolutely no shame in that. Like, I see people saying Samuel Eto'o and that. Yeah, listen, Samuel Eto'o was a great number 9, but again, I can't be comparing him to Thierry Henry, bro. If you're talking about just pure finishing, then Eto'o's in the conversation. But all-round game, he ain't in the conversation with Thierry, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? So I just feel like a lot of comparisons, yeah. Like, I feel like in football, yeah, there needs to be contexts to comparisons. I feel like people just want to compare players for comparison's sake, bro. Like, that's it. Like, not watching them. Like, we was having this conversation about Frankie de Jong as well. Like, man are comparing Frankie de Jong to players that don't play anything like him. This guy's a world-class footballer.
I've seen that.
Like, yeah, like, he's a world-class footballer. What makes you a world-class footballer? Of course, like, talent comes a long way in being a world-class footballer. Like, you can have world-class output, but to me, if you ain't got the talent, you can't be a world-class footballer. Like, you just can't. You just cannot. Do you know what I mean? Like Nunes, blood, man, like Central C and that. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Listen, Central C was working hard this year, man.
Bro, been in the gym. You know, like that. You've been in the gym, fam. Do you know what I mean? What are you making of you lot's transfer activity? What do you think it is actually going to get done? Because, bruv, like, you man are being linked with what? You've been linked with Dembele now, Raheem,
Richarlison, Rafinha,
a Delict now.
I don't think that's happening.
In a free at the back, I think he would be an asset though. Rabiot, you've also been linked with. Hey, Rabiot's a scrub still. I can't lie.
Do not get that guy, man. Do not get Rabiot in this.
Rabiot just Matic with a ponytail, bro. Like, that's just what it is.
That's a disservice to Matic, fam, because Matic when in his prime was actually.
I'm talking about old Matic, not
old Matic. Yeah, fair,
not your Matic. I'm talking about
my
Matic now.
My Matic, Rabiot can't talk. Rabiot cannot talk to my Matic. Like, no way.
No, fair. Now I'm talking about Matic now, blood. That's going to be playing for Roma.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not really particularly excited. I don't know if it's what Lukaku's done to me, innit? Do you know what I mean? But I'm not excited about Richarlison. I'm not really that excited about Sterling on his own. The only person that really, and even Dembele.
Do you not think that Sterling's a good signing for you because you don't have any direct ball scoring wide men? I think that he upgrades your team massively.
It's a good signing, but I'm worried about whether Sterling can do what he's doing at City at our team when we don't have no elite passers. Like they got Foden, they got De Bruyne, they got Bernardo Silva, they got Mahrez. They got guys that will pick up the ball in the half space and put it over the top into behind that line, or they got people that will give them beautiful cutbacks and the chance.
You don't have a single creative midfielder, like not one.
Like, we really clutching at straws to say Kovacic is our creative midfielder because he's not that guy in comparison to the guys I've just named. Mount's not that guy for us. Reece James is probably our most creative player because of the variety of passes he can bring from the right. But that's like having a Trent out there. But then we need more. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So Dembele, I think would add more creativity with the pass. So despite his injury concerns, I think he's the one that will probably change our attack the most. Because creative-wise, he's a creative monster when he's at his best. But at the same time, if he comes to this league and gets injured for 3 months, then what are we to do? So it's a risk. So I can understand why the club are a little bit, but I think at this point, it's probably a risk that you have to take. But if you get him and a Sterling, then I can understand. But if you just get Sterling and add it to this attack, I don't really think it's going to change the world. Richarlison, I'm even less hyped about, really, if I'm being completely honest. I don't really think he's gonna change the world. But I don't think these guys could do any worse than what I've seen with Werner. So and Lukaku. So I don't know. At this point, bro, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not really excited. Do you know what I mean? I'm just kind of just waiting to see what happens. The most excited I was about a player was Tchouaméni. If we had signed him, then I would have been proper excited. But there ain't really nobody else we've been linked with that's given me that same level of excitement that's gonna really transform the team. It's on Tuchel, innit? Like he gets whoever he wants. And then he has to make sure that it works because he brought Lukaku. I don't really care what people say, but at the end of the day, he was in the room when that deal got signed off. He said all right to it, so you have to take responsibility as well. Not that the player didn't self-sabotage, but at the end of the day, the player also didn't really fit your system as much as you thought he would. There's clips saying that, he's going to play with his back to goal and all this. And Lukaku said he could do that, but at the end of the day, it didn't happen. Do you know what I mean? So,
Lukaku probably thinks he can walk on water, bro. He can't take this.
Lukaku really thought he was like Lewandowski, Benzema level. Like he really, that's what he said.
He said it with chest.
Yeah, 100%. And then he apparently co-signed the Saul Niguez deal with Marino as well over bringing in Tchouaméni last summer, who they felt needed an extra year. Lord and behold, you give him that extra year, and next thing you know, you see...
But the one thing I'd say about Thomas Tuchel, in his defense, he seems like he's just a chilled brother blood. You know, when you see my man's press conference, he's just like, whatever, what you got him, I'll take him, kind of thing, bro. Because he's just one of them ones where it's all about the system for him, innit? Like it doesn't matter who he's got, bro. You've seen that with Chalobah and all these people, bro. Like it don't matter who he puts in there. Like he has faith in his system, innit? Like he didn't want Lukaku, but it was one of them ones. Like I think he wanted Haaland, innit? But you lot didn't want to obviously pay the extortional price that they wanted for him to let him go a year early, innit? So Lukaku becomes available. They say to him, you know what, you can have Lukaku, and he's just like, all right, cool. You know, like that. But I don't think he was like, I want Lukaku. Because when you look, he's a possession-based manager. No possession-based manager wants Lukaku.
Yeah.
Like, no possession-based manager actually actively wants him. Do you know what I'm saying? So, it's one of them ones. And with Saul Niguez, to be honest, because Saul plays in midfield and he can also play as a wing-back as well, I think... He probably looked at him and said, you know what, he's a utility player. Well, he's supposed to be able to play as a wing back anyway. Bro, he's supposed to be able to.
That brother lied on his CV, bro. He lied on his CV.
Like that. Man's learning on the job and that.
Yeah, just added in the wing back thing just to make the CV sound more full. Do you know what I mean? When you start adding in them extra lines, but he couldn't play wing back for us at all.